what happened Sunday, Cowboys, Cardinals, on this radio station. 12.5 point spread. The over-under is 43. So I was trying to think in my mind, what does Vegas think Arizona's going to score? Like, do you pin a team at 10? If you think it's going to be an absolute beatdown like they do at 12.5. So with all that said, predictions, RJ Choppy, we'll start with you and also get to the Tolos. Who and why? Actually, before your prediction, 5 things you want to see.
All right, number 1.
Diggs.
What's that?
Diggs.
I would like to see that. That'd be nice.
Aiden. You might get Aiden Diggs.
Continue to not open it up. Not yet. Don't need to see it yet. No, they don't need to do it. They don't need to do it.
Save it.
Save it for the good boys.
Save it.
Save it for San Fran.
We're going to get into this deep ball rabbit hole that Bobby Belt had in the
Because I absolutely agree with what you're saying. They can't win the Super Bowl playing like this. They can't.
Don't comment yet. Let him go.
I'm not.
You and I are in agreement. They can't win the Super Bowl playing like this.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't need to, you don't. Peyton,
do you really believe?
Doesn't matter what I really believe. Peyton, I don't know what your situation is with your lady, but the first time that you guys get it, you don't show all the moves at the first time.
Oh no,
you don't show all the moves.
You got to show everything.
You got to save things up.
Really?
You got to be able to have things in your satchel bag.
What if she's not impressed and then leaves?
Exactly. Don't listen to him.
Oh,
put it all full display, full arsenal.
You want to throw the full arsenal out there on the first time? Okay.
Yeah.
First time's always awkward. It's always awkward with the new person. It's always. So don't throw everything. You always get a second one. So open it up when you need to.
You don't always get a second.
I can't think of a radio safe way for me to chime in with my perspective on the offense and still use this analogy is the problem.
Look, Dak's not going to win the MVP in the first 3 weeks anyway. So he'll get his MVP sooner or later. It won't be tomorrow or Sunday, whatever the hell day it is. So save it. We'll get to it eventually. Show nothing. Act like they don't even know what the passing game is because they're going to win this game either way. Number 2, learn to live without Diggs. They're going to have to. They could not have asked for a better opponent to break in a new defensive back, secondary than this one. They're not going to be challenged. They're not going to be tested. Get your communication in order. They got to learn to live this way. Unleash the pass rush. Again, Dobbs can probably be rattled. Get to him early. Allow the vultures in the secondary to do their thing with or without Trayvon Diggs. Number 4, this is not counter to number 1, but don't settle in the red zone. I don't want them to settle in the red zone. I did not like the way they did their red zone against the Jets.
So don't save the red zone plays.
And not necessarily don't save the red zone plays. Just don't run into a brick wall for the fun of it. Like you could throw the football. They're not breaking news here by throwing the football, but settling for 3rd and long, settling for field goals is a recipe for disaster. And then finally, first down success rate. They have been brutal on first down. One of the worst in the NFL on first down in terms of converting first downs into first downs. I would like for them to have fewer than 10 third down attempts in this game. That'd be wonderful. They're averaging like 16 a game. Only let's see, I had it written down. Only New Orleans, Houston, and Tampa have more third down attempts in 2 games. I do not want to be in an offensive category with New Orleans, Houston, and Tampa. Those are offensively inept teams. Try to keep the third downs to under 10, so get first downs earlier in downs if you can.
All right, Bobby, let's talk about what happened with the Love of the Star audience.
What's specifically happening with the Love of the Star audience? What am I missing?
Was that with the deep ball?
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was more Twitter specifically. This is look. Here's the thing. Here,
to give any love.
No, I'll take it. I was just kidding. I didn't know direction we were going there. So here's the thing: is that when you talk about save it, don't show it, which is the same thing I was getting on Twitter a lot this week. Don't show anything. Don't pull anything out that you have to. Let's keep some stuff in the back. We're talking about just posts. We're not talking about let's get the bunch formation out there and let's get some motion going. I'm literally talking about just run a go route.
Yeah,
run a post, run a corner, throw the ball. You will beat them on those routes without having to trick anything up. You can throw the ball deep without Bill Belichick going, holy S, I now know how to completely break this team because they put on film that CeeDee Lamb can run a post. He can run the ball to the middle of the field and they will throw it. My God, I now have cracked the Da Vinci Code.
Fair.
It's like, I think that's the thing is that it's very basic. The stuff that I'm talking about is just taking basic throws down the field. You don't have to feel like
you have a belief based on the deep ball in this game that if what does or does not happen.
If they don't throw the ball deep in this game, then I don't believe it's in the offense. I just don't think it's anything they're going to want to use regularly in the offense. It doesn't mean they will never throw the ball deep. They threw one against the Jets. I just think it'll be...
But I also don't buy, RJ, make a note, research study, please. I'd like to see the top 5 best West Coast offenses of all time and the intended air yards. I don't believe deep balls are not in every NFL offense. You're not going to convince me. Oh, they're just. I'd like to see the average number of posts, of fly routes, of go routes, of post corner, whatever other routes Kurt Warner has to teach
I assume of the 5 best West Coast offenses of all time, Joe Montana quarterbacked 4 of them.
And Steve Young the other.
And Joe Montana, he never threw a pass more than 3 yards his whole life.
Okay.
I would rather never win a Super Bowl than win the way Joe Montana won.
I'd like to see the numbers.
It's not even that those concepts aren't in there or that they're never thrown. They're in there. They exist. It's not the focus. I mean, the whole focus here has been getting the ball out quick, timing, 3-step drops. Like if you're going to cut by half a second his Dak's time to throw, you're cutting how far these routes are going to go. And in general, it's just about slants, playing things kind of in the intermediate area, not really pushing the ball downfield. It's about yards after catch. It's about efficiency and taking a profit and success rate relative to first, second, third down. That's what the emphasis is on. And so, look, they said that it's a Texas Coast. It's a blend. And so I'm still waiting for the blend because it looks very much like the West Coast.
All right, predictions. 877-881-1053. Let's go around the room. I'll start off. 33-10 Cowboys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What could be surprising about that in any way?
I mean, it seems like you're insinuating 18 field goals again. So bad red zone success rate is what that sounds like to me.
I'm in a, it's funny, I'm in a pool. It's called the 33.
Only pool you've ever been in.
All right. It's called the 30. So you get assigned a team to start the year. The last 2 years, they assigned me Atlanta. This year, they assigned me the Jets. The goal is if your team scores 33 points at any point this year, you win the pot for the day.
Oh.
For the week. And no one ever scores 33 points in a game. It's one of those scoregami kind of things. It rarely happens. I thought I was going to get it this year, finally with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers. Now I got nothing. So it'd be funny. Whoever gets if somebody has the Cowboys, they get the 33, they're going to win the whole kit and caboodle. Whatever the hell that phrase means.
33-10.
I will say 20, Cowboys 27.
You scared me at 20 right there.
No, Arizona 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This will be 38-14 Cowboys. Cowboys are going to just run them.
So, because I can hear Bassick now, how is Arizona going to score 14 points? How? How are they going to score 17 points? Mikey is asking that right now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I would think that, and they could score less than that. I think that there is still, Arizona has shown in the first half of some of these games like they can move the ball somewhat efficiently and they can run the ball. And look, if the Cowboys are going to settle a little bit or kind of play things back, they had just as many series last week as the Jets, where they had more. I think they had 5 drives where they didn't pick up a first down. The Jets had 4. And so, I mean, the Cowboys, there's a lot of, all right, play it, and then let's just kick and get the ball back to the defense. So if you're going to consistently give teams shorter fields, eventually the numbers are going to say they're going to score on a short field at one point. And so I think that they could put up 14, but I think Dallas, ultimately, they could get a defensive touchdown here. I think they're going to get some short fields because they're going to smother the offense, and I would hope they take some shots on Marco Wilson.
Pay.
31-16 Cowboys, and the fan text real quick. 214 says 35-12, and the 415 says 45-3.
Ooh, I also see a 34-6, 27-9, 28-9, 31-28, 35-12. Oh, man, Cowboys by 8. There you go.